Peggy 12.
貴様だけはこの手で殺す。うわあ、雑魚め。
What's up, guys? Not Actual Gaming here. I'm your host, Phoenix45, and today we are going to be analyzing Super Baby Vegeta. Now, I just want to say this character looks so interesting, and I cannot wait to see what they did with Kefla, because he looks so amazing, and I cannot wait to get my hands on him. So the first attack we're going into seems like a rush down attack, where it just does 2 attacks, just kind of leaves the opponent knocked back. It doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage. It's severely lacking on the damage front, but besides that, it does cover quite a bit of distance, and I can really be seeing this being used if you're doing like a knockdown, you're relatively close to the ground, you can really catch your opponent. Also, what they show off is that, as you can see here, as you would expect, the player can obviously just block the attack, but there also is a second variation they're about to show, where literally it ignores block completely. And not only that, but it also does much more damage than it did previously. I see this as working kind of like a much better shockwave, and you're gonna notice that quite a bit of his moves act like a much better variation of something else. As you can see here, you can always kind of like cancel it at will, but I don't know how practical that'll be. I mean, if you get invincibility phrase, I can see that being used a lot. But other than that, I don't know. It seems like it leaves you way too wide out in the open to be able to use. The next move you're about to see is like kind of really similar to Turles' Sudden Storm, but pretty weaker damage, or at least what we can see. He's kind of blocking, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, just it's much better tracking though. So as you know, with like Turles, his kind of like the ones that don't hit, just kind of like fly off in different directions. But with Babies, they actually come back behind the opponent and hit them. Again, can't really see how much damage it does because of how he is. Now, what we will see is that when Baby enters critical mode or critical health, all of his attacks have different variations because of his Z-Soul. So as you can see there, it shoots out 6 projectiles rather than shooting out 4 projectiles. And they all come back, and they all come back and do their own damage. So looks really nice, really interesting. This is kind of semi-interesting. It isn't the best move that he has, but it does look really nice. It's definitely much better than the first attack. Now this attack, the Revenge Final Flash, is quite possibly the most interesting besides the ultimate attack. So first off, you can prolong this move for around 6 seconds. It does really decent damage, and not only that, it also benefits from the Z-Soul. So as you're about to see, he activates his Z-Soul and switches from lasting from 6 seconds to 9 seconds. Not only that, but it also takes the same amount of ki as it did before. So you're not using up any extra ki just to get that extra damage. It's the same amount. And as you can see right there, really good damage. I cannot wait to put this on my Frieza race, because I can see like using my all X combo and then combining it with that would be phenomenal. Now, his ultimate attack is something fierce. Now, when seeing this, I'm instantly reminded of the Ultra Instinct, or Ultra Instinct's ultimate attack, Divine Display, I believe it's called. Basically, it takes all 3 key bars, and then once you launch the attack, it takes the remaining key bars that you have, and it converts it into extra damage. And bro, that is some very sick damage. But that's not all this ultimate attack can do. That's right. That's right. There's more. So as you can see, he just took off the key regeneration, and now it's at normal. And he's just wasting his key as he is now to try to get right down to 3 bars of key. Now I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to see if you can figure out what happens. Did you see it? All right. Just in case for those who didn't see it, what happens is when he's charging that ultimate attack, he's also building up ki. That's right. That's not coming from the practice mode. His ultimate attack charges up his ki. And when you do this, instead of doing it normally where you only bring out or you only convert 6 ki bars into direct damage, you're converting all 9 ki bars into direct damage. And I can only assume this is going to do a crap ton of damage. Because as we saw before, it did a lot. But it took around like 8 seconds to build up all of that. Now, there's one more thing it can do. When you have the Z Cell activated and you charge up your ki, or you charge up the ultimate attack, your ki charges drastically faster, actually taking the charge up time in half from 8 seconds to 4 seconds. That's insane. Now, obviously, you're left with no ki, but the sheer amount of damage that this could do is just astonishing. And I can really see this move being utilized a lot in either raids or extra missions and stuff like that. By the way, that's just my thoughts. You guys let me know what you guys think. How do you think, like, how useful this could be and how practical it can be later on? And I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace.